Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot predictions. These predictions are for Thursday, the 29th of November. We are going to go ahead and start with Aries. As I'm shuffling for Aries, let me remind everybody if you would like to order a live reading with me or a 1 or 2 question reading, if you would like to schedule a Reiki session, all you have to do is check out my website. You can find all the services that I offer there. And all my contact information is there. So once you're there, you can get my contact information, get a hold of me, and we'll get you taken care of quickly, quickly. My website is www.amista.info, and that information is also in the description box below. All right, so here is Aries. What shows up for you guys is the Sun card. Now, the Sun card is one of my favorite cards. It does tell me, Aries, that on Thursday you are going to be doing things that you want to do, that you feel excited and passionate about doing, and you're not going to have anybody looking over your shoulder or restricting how you do whatever it is that you're doing. Okay? That's one of those things that whatever it is you're doing during the day, you go to bed at night feeling satisfied and happy, and also like you've done something productive during the day as well as enjoyed yourself. Rena, hello, hello. Wonderful and tired. That's a nice way to fall asleep, isn't it? Up next is Taurus for Thursday, November the 29th. Taurus, you had a bunch of cards fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so some Taurus people can use a reading. Anytime 5 cards or more fall, then I know that you guys could use a reading. So if you do schedule a reading sometime tomorrow or today, keep me in mind if you would. I do love to read for people. All right, so let's see what comes up. Out of the ones that fell, I'm just going to pull 1 card because I can't read 7 cards for you guys. So we'll just take the one on top here. Okay, Taurus. What you have showing up here is the Empress in reverse. And the Empress in reverse is talking about that you're having a hard time manifesting or bringing in those things that you would like to bring into your life. I'm getting a strong sense from this card that normal is not my typical sense. I feel like you guys may be kind of low energy. You might be struggling to keep your energy in a good place tomorrow, Taurus. Okay. All right. So there's that. And then up next we have Gemini. Gemini. For Thursday, November 29th. All right, guys. You all have a card that talks about making some kind of plans, Gemini. This can be travel plans that you're working on. For some of you, you may be traveling on Thursday, not even making the plans, but actually just going. And for others of you, this is more long-term type plans, not necessarily having to do with travel, but something that's more long-term. Okay, so like planning, well, when I get my car paid off, I'm going to do such and such, stuff like that. It's too much stimulation sometimes. Well, we just had that full moon in Scorpio, so I'm not surprised at all. You're not the only person that I'm hearing that from either. Hello there, Cancers. Let's take a peek at you guys for Thursday, November the 29th. Shakoya, hello, hello. Glad to see you back in the room, my dear. How are you today? Thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. I appreciate that. All right, so Cancers. 10 of Arrows showing up for you. In this card, this talks about instruction. You are learning something new on Thursday. You can be going through orientation if you're at a new workplace. You could be doing some research about something that you want to find out about for your own independent study. You could be going to classes. I usually see this as more of a one-on-one mentorship type of learning something new, though, for the most part. Glad to hear that you are good, my dear. I'm fantastic. I'm alive. I'm breathing. Everything else is bonus from there, right? Next up is Leo. Leo. Thursday, November the 29th. Let's take a peek at you guys. Leos. Okay, Leos, you guys also have the Three of Wands. I think it was Geminis who got this as well. Three of Wands to me talks about the idea that you may be traveling on Thursday. You also could be just making travel plans or making plans for the future. Something that's not for just like today or tomorrow or the next day, but more of the long distance type future. Okay, so that's for Leos. Up next, we do have Virgo. Virgo for Thursday, November the 29th. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Brenda Rosario, hello, hello. Glad to see you, my dear. Okay, here's Leo. Leo. I said Leo, it's really Virgo. So I think Leo's going to have two cards, and we're going to pull another card for Virgo. So Leo, besides having the Three of Wands, you also have the Two of Wands. So not only are you traveling, making travel plans, or doing long distance travel, you also are looking out for this deck. There's a different meaning for the Two of Wands than for a normal deck. So with the Two of Wands, you are looking out over your sphere of influence and your domain, your empire, and you're deciding if you're having the impact that you want to have on your empire. And if you're not having the impact you want to have, then you're figuring out, okay, what do I need to adjust to have that impact? Okay, so now let's try for Virgo again. Right? Okay, Virgos. Let's look at you guys for real. For Thursday, November the 29th. Trying to get your sister on board, right? Okay, so Virgos. What you guys have showing up is the Judgment card. This is a card that does tell me that you are heading into some kind of transformation, Virgos. You realize this, and I think also you're being very consciously aware of it. You're also being very consciously aware of how this transformation might be affecting other people as well. You're trying to use good judgment so that whatever is going on works out for the best for everybody involved. Okay, so that's for Virgos. Spiritual enlightenment. Hello, hello. There's another new picture. I like that hot pink outfit. Libra. Libras are up next for Thursday, November the 29th. Let's see what we have. La da da. La da da. La da da. All right, so Libras. What we have here is the King of Clubs. What am I thinking about? Is this Libras or is this someone they're interacting with? So Libras, I'm hearing that this is somebody that you are interacting with. For a lot of you, this will be someone who is male for gender. And this is somebody who really thinks outside the box. They're very creative, really good at problem solving. This is somebody who does not let society tell them how they should run their lives. This is an interesting person to come to for advice, but you're going to have an open mind if you come to them for advice, because the solutions to problems that they come up with are probably not going to be your typical answers that most other people would come up with, just because they do think outside the box. They don't let society tell them what's normal and what's okay and what's not. All right, so that's for Libras. Oh my goodness, there's the Lillian Rosario. We have two Rosarios in the room. Cool, cool. Look at that. You weren't kidding when you said you're trying to get your sister on. Glad to have you here, Miss Lillian. Okay, up next we have Scorpio for Thursday, November the 29th. There's Romy back. Oh my goodness, glad to see you back, my dear. How have you been? Hello there, Miss Cindy. Glad to see you. How are you? Scorpio, Scorpio. I am so glad to hear that, my dear. Cold in Florida. What's your temperature? I had like 54 this morning here. It was so great. Aw, you can always reach out to me any old time. All my contact information is on my website, honey bunny. Okay, this is for Scorpio. What we have showing up here is 5 of Arrows. This does talk about frustration. This says that there's something going on that we're feeling frustrated about. We do have Mercury in retrograde, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was something along those lines. But some kind of frustration with communication, specifically Scorpios. $40 tonight. See, I don't think that's cold. I'm like, yay. 40, I'll sit out on my patio and drink coffee. In the house, that's for sure. Rosarios are taking over the house. Okay, so let's look at Sagittarius. Happy birthday to all my Sagittariuses out there. I do appreciate y'all being here. As my way of saying, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. You guys do qualify for a 25% discount on any live reading that you get with me. All my contact information is on my website. My website is in the description box. If you want one of those, all you have to do is get a hold of me, and we'll get you taken care of quickly, quickly. Leo got 2 cards today, spiritual. All right, so here's Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, you guys have the Star card. For some of you, this could mean that you're interacting with an Aquarius, but for most of you, what this has to do with is really following your own inner guidance. And what do you have to do to follow your own inner guidance? You have to be in some kind of balanced place first so you can hear your own inner guidance. So Sagittarius, I do think that you're going to be finding ways to bring fresh new balance to your life, and you are going to be following your own inner guidance on Thursday. Yeah, I figured 40 is cold for Florida, but it's all in the perspective, isn't it? Capricorns are up next for Thursday, November the 29th. La da da da. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da 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 da. You just don't want the heat on? Not ready for that, huh? Fire signs are getting pretty decent cards today, aren't they? Normal for Louisiana. Louisiana makes some good food. I miss Louisiana gumbo. Oh, Leo's done already. You'll have to replay for that one. Okay, so Capricorn, what you guys have showing up here is your card. This is the Devil card. This is a card that tells me that it would be very easy for you guys to be ruled by fear on Thursday. You don't have to do that. You do have free will, so you don't have to make this come true. When I see this card, what I like to do is remind myself that if I start feeling fearful about something, then I want to ask myself, okay, what's the worst case scenario here? And if that worst case scenario happened, what would I do? And then I usually realize that, there's a plan there. And then all of a sudden I'm not so scared anymore, so there is no effect on that. So that's what I'm advising for you guys. Don't let fear be what powers you. Aquarius is up next for Thursday, November the 29th. All right, Aquarius, what you guys have showing up here is the Magician. The Magician just tells me that you guys are manifesting exactly what it is that you want into your life. On Thursday, you're creating what you want out of the things that you have already. Good job, Aquarius. Hi, Illuminated. Glad to see you here, my dear. Up next, we have Pisces. What sign are you, honey? Okay, so let's look at Pisces for Thursday, November the 29th. Lorraine, glad to see you, honey bunny. How are you? La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Pisces, you guys have a lot on your mind lately. Seems like every time I try to shuffle for you, it takes a while to feel like I'm done. You're Aries. Oh, you were the first sign I did. You're going to be way back at the beginning of this video, Illuminated. I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her yet. All right, so let's see. Pisces. What you guys have showing up here is the Queen of Bows in reverse. Now, this is a fascinating card in this particular deck because every time that this card comes up in reverse, it means something way different than most of my cards in most of my decks. So this card is telling me, for those of you who are Pisces, you have somebody who has crossed over, who is in the spirit realm, who was a male, who was a father figure, grandfather figure, uncle, mentor, teacher, somebody who had some kind of position of authority in your life, who is looking out for you and influencing things in your favor on some type of situation. Generally, this is a situation that you're having a hard time dealing with, that the spirits will try to come through and help you with in as much way as they can. Okay, so they can influence people's thoughts and stuff like that. All right, so that's what we have coming up for Pisces. Lots on your mind, right? Sonia, I have Taurus. Taurus is the number 2, so you'll have to scroll way, way back for that, probably around minute 2 or 3, I would imagine. Okay. You know who, huh? That is fantastic, Rena. Well, thank you, everybody, for all the thumbs ups. I do appreciate them. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. I appreciate that. Those of you who have shared this video, thank you so much. The more people I can get in front of, the more people I can help, and I love to help, so thank you for that. And thank you to those of you who have bought readings or will be buying readings and or Reiki sessions with me in the future. I appreciate all of your support. It is because of you guys that I get to do what I love to do for a living. And so the gratitude is genuine and sincere. Everyone have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day. Peace out.